Jahn! Utah!
Welcome back to Slapshot Utah, hanging around, podcasting in our underwear. What are you doing this summer, John? Welcome back.
Yep, pretty much just in our underwear all the time because it has been scorching here in Salt Lake City. For anybody out there listening, I haven't seen anything less than 100, and it feels like a month.
Yeah, well, and it's getting smoky now, too. It's that
Yeah.
time. Everything's going to light on fire, so it's going to be hot and smoky, I think, maybe
Yeah.
the rest of the way out. What do you have for us today, John?
Well, dude, first, before we start anything, I got to correct myself for being an idiot last week. I thought it was the beginning of the Utah Talons season. Turns out they won the whole championship last weekend.
yeah.
So,
Wait, so it's funny, 'cause you talked about that on the show, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just tune in and see what's going on. And I tuned in, and there it was. It was like they had already won game one. They needed to win best 2 of 3, I think. And I'm like, this is it. This is like the last 3 innings. And I was thinking to myself, and maybe I'll bounce it back to you. How did I not know about this?
right.
I haven't seen it on social media. I haven't seen any hype. I haven't seen a single commercial. Like, what is going on? But this is something that I would get. How many minutes into the show? A minute 22. I would get extremely intoxicated to go see and cheer like a mofo for, wouldn't you?
Yeah, dude. So I knew they were coming. I heard they were coming. I bought some gear for my daughter, as I said. She plays softball as well. So I got like little trinkets that were like repping. And then, but then I saw it. So I thought it was beginning of the season. Turns out we're a freaking wagon. Just won back-to-back championships. I was talking to my friend Caitlin, who played softball at Weber State. I was like, dude, where do they even play? Turns out they play at the softball stadium up at the University of Utah.
Yeah.
So here's my proposal, and everyone out there, feel free to do it. Dude, we got to go to the home opener next year when they get their rings, and we got to cheer on our newest professional champions, the Utah Talons. So great job, ladies.
And listen, this is no clowning around either. Seriously, have you ever heard of Montana Fouts? Because I have before this conversation even started. Sometimes I get so thirsty for baseball in the spring. It's the ladies that always start playing softball at their tournaments in Florida way early before spring training opens for the men. And I always end up watching. And I'll tell you, Montana Fouts, what do I want to call her? The Randy Johnson?
Local girl, too, isn't she?
No, she's University of Alabama.
Oh, okay.
And she was probably the best. Well, she was the premier elite best softball player in the United States upon her graduation from the University of Alabama. But that being said, when I saw that she was pitching, you said wagon, John?
Yeah.
You bet your ass. That's kind of like we've got a blue chip. Like that's the superstar type player that could be the face of the
Bree
league.
Ellis. Can't forget Bree Ellis.
Yes.
She's played for 2 years, hits nothing but dingers, and won a championship both years. She put on an Instagram post. She's like, I'm getting used to this with her, like, asleep on the trophy.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, these ladies are badass.
Yeah, dig this. My hometown is La Mirada, California. And the all-time Olympian Jenny Finch went to and graduated and played for La Mirada High School Matadors, okay? She went on, I don't think she went to Cal State Fullerton, but she went on to the Olympic team. And all I'm saying is I've always been a huge Jenny Finch fan. I'm a huge Montana Fouts fan, especially now. So what I'm saying is you're damn right. We got to get out and support the Utah Talons with all that cricket.
Yeah.
When does the season start, John?
Well, we're going to have to look that up, you know?
Yeah,
but
I don't know how many games, but we got to, this is something, because listen, dude, just to tell you, there's not going to be much to talk about next summer because there's not going to World Cup, and there is going to be imminently a baseball strike next summer. So
yeah,
don't get your hopes up. There's not going to be a lot of sports to follow next year. The softball might be all we have.
we might turn into this might be Talons podcast next
Yeah,
summer.
we'll pivot to the Talons.
But saying again, everybody out there listening, and Leroy, this is mandatory for you and me. Let's go pack that house for their home opener and cheer those ladies on. Because, dude,
100%.
how long have we been waiting for the Jazz to win a championship? We watched RSL do it. Dude, these ladies brought it home the first year.
Yeah.
Are we the greatest softball team of all time? Probably.
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row we've brought home the championship.
And they smoked them in that game, too, last Sunday, too. When I tuned in, it was like 5-0.
Yeah, who they play? Chicago, I think was the team they beat up. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Listen, I love women's softball, and especially at this level, like they're taking it to the craft level. It's no longer just like they're taking it to the craft level, and you love to see that. And you can see, man, those women playing in that game, they didn't look like college girls. Like
no, those are women.
Those are women athletes. And,
yeah, dude. Dude, and another thing, when it's funny when you hear like softball, you think of us joining a beer league and just going out, like our wives are on the team with us, and that ball's going like this. Dude, they're throwing heaters down the middle in that final last week. It was impressive.
Heaters with movement. Like it's not just high, low, inside out. It's, sliders. I'm looking at some kind of softball sliders, just some incredible stuff. I don't know if you ever saw the clip of Jenny Finch, as I mentioned, Olympian softball player Jenny Finch, La Mirada native, striking out Barry Bonds in an exhibition.
Really?
Oh, Barry Bonds was doing his damnedest. I think it was one of the All-Star games that it was in an exhibition, but he was doing his damnedest, struck him out. It's a whole completely different game.
I love that.
Yeah, well, I love it too. But that being said, right on, man. Let's support the Talons. Why not?
And like you said, we're in the dog days of summer. So let's keep it on women's sports because we're an equal opportunity podcast. Yesterday, if you guys didn't see, happy 801 day. It was on August 1st. The Women's Professional Baseball League came back. They were originally around from 1949 to 1954.
Oh.
And the coolest part about it was they had a 99-year-old woman throw the first pitch that played in the original women's professional baseball team. Given she threw it about 3 feet, but it was cool, and it was awesome. So then I was like, wait, did we ever have a team? No. It was the Kenosha Comets, the Racine Bells, the Rockford Peaches, and the South Bend Blues.
Yes.
Or Blue Sox.
Yeah, it's the 4 teams from the movie League of Their Own. Basically, it's the resurrection of that league, which of course was a replacement league that was brainstormed while a lot of the men were off to World War II, men players. They figured they'll just have the women's league. Now, was this just kind of a novelty tournament sort of a thing, or is this something a competitive thing?
It's back.
Do they play in skirts like they did in the movie?
They look like baseball players out there, dude.
What do you think about that? I mean, it's cool. Like I like it on a novelty level, but because I have an opinion, you want to hear it?
Yeah, I want to hear yours because, as I've said before, I'm not really a baseball head, so I'd rather hear. I wanted to bring it up because I want to hear what you talk about. I'm a softball dad, so I support softball.
Yeah, well, listen, that makes good sense, and let me tell you why. Because if you have a female child that plays softball. If they're very good at it, there's even the possibility that they may get a college scholarship or be able to play at an advanced level, right? Because the competition and the rules and the equipment are geared for the physiology of women's bodies. And it becomes, competitive based on those rules. But once you start having girls play baseball, women play baseball, why? Because softball is the women's sport. Like, I just don't understand, where are you going to get quality talent in a women's baseball league if it's nothing other than kind of a DEI novelty? Like, what's the point? We already have kick-ass athletes that play softball. Is this just got to be some point that we can do whatever the guys do? Like, never mind that. There is already an incredibly competitive vein of women's sports that is softball. Get your girls into that. Play that. That's not any less than baseball. So if it's anything other than a novelty, I don't understand the point.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like like you said, we already had softball. Like just because you want to throw it overhand, I guess. I don't know.
Have you watched women's college softball? Because I watch college.
Awesome.
I watch college baseball, and the thing that I always praise college baseball over Major League Baseball is that not everybody's out for their career. You've got these young men who are really probably in the last team tribal environment like this they're ever going to play for, and they're out with their dudes and they just want to win. Even if they're Prairie State University, they still want to knock off UT. See what I mean? It's like it actually matters no matter how bad they are. And these women in women's softball, college softball, they are leaving it all out there on the collegiate level because that's the highest level of sport that they typically play. And I watch that. And those women give a damn. It's a different game. It's not the same, but that's just it. Is that like, I just don't understand what the point is, other than if the point is for fun and for pageantry and for the novelty of it. There was an author, Jim Bouton. I don't know if you've ever heard him. He wrote Ball 4, blew the lid off of the amphetamines in baseball when he wrote his book in 1978. But he started a novelty league, and it was basically people dressing up in old 1800s baseball uniforms and using the big old wagon ton bats. So
Awesome.
I totally get historical recreation and the pageantry of things like that. Maybe we should have a league where we have hockey that wears the old leather goalie pads on the legs.
No helmet.
No helmet.
Yeah.
I love retro shit. So if that's the context of it, I'm all for it. But that's the thing, is that let's not divide and conquer here. Women's softball, totally legit sport. Love watching it. Utah Talons. That, I tell you what, I didn't know about it, but I'm going to be out to kill on that opening night of Utah Talons. That's all I needed to know. It was around. Let's do this.
This is what they do, bro. This is their sign. Talons up. Yes, day one, lifelong Utah Talons fans. Can't wait to see you guys next season on the field. Hey, okay, let's bring it back. Let's reel it in. We don't have much news on the Utah Mammoth, especially this week, except for probably the most devastating news of all. And I don't know if you've seen this, Leroy, but our biggest prospect right now, Caleb Desnoyers, gets taken out in this Canadian game last night. Anyone watching on YouTube, watch the center of that screen. It does not look pretty. The U.S. player kind of comes in. Looks like he slides a little early.
Oh, you bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was not a clean hit.
Yeah. So pretty brutal news in Mammoth camp. I just hope he's all right, man.
Well,
that does not look pretty.
I can see at the bottom of the screen, the clean hits boys are asking, who is the American player?
Yeah.
Who was the American player?
Let's see.
Wyatt Cullen. Fuck you, Wyatt Cullen.
Fuck you, Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm writing your name in the book. You're no good in my book. I'm gonna write you down. All right, we got a blood feud against Wyatt Cullen. I hope he's all right. Looks like it's a leg injury. Apparently, he had a whole lot of trouble getting off the ice, from what I heard.
Yeah, so that's a real bummer. So everybody out there, do a prayer or a rain dance, whatever you do for our boy Caleb Desnoyers.
Well, Desnoyers, big destroyers. We've got depth, like we said. No rush to get him. I mean, can you imagine if we were counting on the rookie plan?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I have another question for you.
Yes.
And I'm sure other listeners have a question. So last week you touched on that. It's the last year that we can do 8-year contracts, right?
That's what I understand. That's what I understand. Yes.
So this week, the San Jose Sharks signed Celebrini to be the highest paid. It's like $18 million a year or something like that. So we got Logan Cooley, we got Gunther, we got all these players on really team-friendly contracts.
Yeah.
do players in the NHL, are they able to like sit out or like hold out kind of like NFL players do? Like if Logan Cooley has a better year than Celebrini, will him and his agent kind of hold back off training camp for them to get
No,
paid? Is
that
that
does
like not part of the culture? And it's like,
that doesn't really happen much. I
oh, okay.
mean, no, that doesn't really happen much. I noticed that too. Like when you see all of these enormous deals, whether it be offer sheets or the Macklin Celebrini deal to ensure that there is no offer sheet ever, let's
Yeah.
get it done. And then, of course, you kind of look at where our guy, Logan Cooley, is and where we got him and for how much. And what are you going to walk Macklin Celebrini 5 years right up until the year 26, which is hypothetically his peak? Like, what kind of
Yeah.
money is he making there? So I thought of that myself. I was looking at all these deals that we've been making over the last couple of years with Gunther and Schmaltz and,
They're making
everybody.
$10 million less than that. Like,
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and Celebrini is amazing. I'm not saying that Cooley or Gunther, anyone's better than him at the moment, but let's say in 3 years, Cooley is the league MVP, and we're paying him $8 million, and Celebrini's getting 18.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
Well,
don't know. I'm new.
no, I don't. I typically holding out, or that doesn't seem very apparent in the culture from what I can tell. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's you sign your deal. I feels like we're secure financially. Like I don't feel like anything really looks stupid at this point.
No, it looks great.
And we got Marino for 8 years. I think we mentioned that last week. Like he's just going to be a fixture forever.
Just over
and,
6 or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, and a contract like that is going to be really easy to trade at some point in the future. So it's funny how the way the contracts work can actually enhance or diminish the value of a player. It's not just what he does on the ice. It's how hard as he is, to make it fit. And maybe that's part of the Macklin Celebrini concerns with it. That's just a lot of money. Are you going to be able to build the kind of team that he needs around him to get where you need to be? Of course, the cap is expected to go up. Thank goodness NHL has one, because where the Major League Baseball situation is headed, Tariq Skubal getting traded to the Dodgers, like just collecting.
I know.
It's insane. But the salary cap in the NHL is what prevents the Florida Panthers from doing exactly the same thing, And so that being said, Utah baseball enthusiasts, just as a side note, don't get yourselves too excited about expansion in Utah. There's a possibility 12 months from today, you won't give a shit anymore once you see how these players fight against a salary cap. It's going to get ugly. And the last time there was a strike, lockout, it was extremely ugly. Too bad, because Major League Baseball has some sort of momentum in the culture right now. And of course, is right on cue, they're going to spoil it, which is all the reason I'm just so happy to be a hockey fan right now. Yes, I know the sport has a few problems. Yeah, I know the Dylan Larkin thing kind of looked ugly, and a little bit of the free agent switcheroos that were going on, and the markets that people do or don't want to play in. And I know that there's some people who say, I hope that's not happening to the NHL, where it's only going to be 5 or 6 relevant teams and everybody's on the outside looking at you, Winnipeg, if you even have a team in a few years. Another thing, of course, that's on the table is they've been talking about expansion for the NHL, and it's almost a certainty that Houston will be included.
Really?
And that plan, yes. Whether it is Winnipeg eventually moving to Houston, the unlikely scenario, or expansion, you're probably almost certainly going to be in Houston.
Wow. I mean, huge metropolitan. They got the numbers.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. And it's the type of market that players are going to play in,
Or are they going to be the Houston Rockets or something?
Houston Arrows? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, so anyways, that's kind of what's going on in hockey. There's not a lot going on in hockey, other than I will tell you, I'm real excited. I mean, USA beat Canada again, with our dude getting injured in all of it. But quite honestly,
Fuck you, Wyatt.
Yeah, fuck you, Wyatt Cullen. I am so excited to get Mammoth hockey started up again. What do you think? We got maybe 2 months?
Yeah.
2 months until preseason starts?
2 months.
Training camp starts?
It's like September 9th or something is the first preseason game in Denver. So, also, tickets are cheap out there. We might be there, so if anyone wants to join me out there, let me know. Also, I got to give a shout out to Brandon from the barbershop. This applies to veterans that are listening to the show. He showed me this cool ticket app called VetTix with an X. And dude, he gets tickets like behind the bench for like his whole family for like $40. You're usually only paying for the transfer. So I went to Post Malone on Tuesday, also rock star. We'll get to that. But he went to Post Malone like third row for $14, him and his daughter. So if you're a veteran out there, check out VetTix and get some tickets to these hockey games because it's all for donations. It's all good, but you guys deserve it more than anybody. But yeah, dude, Post Malone.
Yes, concert season. Tell me how Post Malone was.
Oh, dude, he is a rock star. It is my first Posty concert. He is a absolute rock star. He's shotgunning beers. He's smoking cigarettes. He's jumping in the crowd. He's throwing beer at the crowd. He's falling on the ground. It is incredible. If you guys have never seen Posty, our neighbor, Post Malone, it is great.
Was that up at Rice Eccles?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And also figured out the hack for everybody listening. We only got like 30 listeners, so I'll tell you guys the hack. So I went there that morning and parked a car at like 1 o'clock in the neighborhood right there. And then Meg picked me up, and then we Ubered to the show, walked to the car, drove out, no traffic. So for anyone to go to the Winter Classic, go park a car there like early or even the next day, and then you get right out of there, buddy.
Killer. Yeah, me and my lady, we went and saw Zach Top over at the amphitheater formerly known as USANA. I guess it's America First or something like that. Great show. But we thought we were done with concerts for this summer, ready to kind of wrap it up and everything. And then just surprise, this Tuesday night, we're going to go see the Stray Cats at Sandy Amp.
Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one.
That's a good show.
Summer's not quite over
yet.
You got to squeeze the life out of it.
The other one I'm looking at is the Marilyn Manson Rob Zombie.
Now, I have seen that exact ticket before, Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. Of course, Marilyn Manson was a little faded. I think he was drinking pretty heavily, and from what I understand, Marilyn Manson kind of has it cleaned up a little bit. And of course, there was a big rift between Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, which is over now. And what do they call it? The Twins of Evil, I think they call themselves. Twins of Evil are back. Is that first? You've seen the Marilyn Manson Rob Zombie show before?
Yeah, dude, I've seen Rob Zombie probably 4 times in the last 2 years. I love Zombie, dude. He's awesome.
I've seen Rob Zombie here and in Vegas, 3-4 times, maybe myself. And it seems he comes by a lot. I think Alice Cooper's coming back again at the end of summer.
Yeah. So that's who I saw last year. It was Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie up at USANA. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, great call. Well, listen, next year there ain't gonna be shit to do. I mean, as far as baseball, as far as sports or anything,
we're gonna be a Utah Talons update podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be, and there's not gonna be any World Cup either. Which I'm still a little bit in a World Cup hangover, to tell you the truth.
I know, I miss it. I miss it, but yeah. Thank you, everybody that's listened to the whole show. Me and Leroy just catching up. Please, if you guys like us and you fuck with us, like, subscribe, ring the bell. It not only annoys you, but it helps annoy the algorithm so that we can finally get, suggested and maybe hopefully get some sponsors. Also, that hat on Leroy, if you guys want one of those, be sure to get in contact with us. Perfect hat for concerts. I wore it at the rodeo. It rained, it got wet, and it still looks great. So those are awesome. But thank you, everybody. You got anything else to say, Leroy?
No, I was going to say, of course, we still have Slapshot Utah stickers,
Tons of stickers.
Yeah, we can get you that sort of thing. And then, just, like I mentioned, keep on keeping on, folks. So we're going to keep on doing this even when there's nothing to talk about. Like, if we really wanted to strain for endurance, John, we only have to stick it out another 4 minutes and 15 seconds, and we would hit the 30-minute mark. You can turn the show off now, or we could turn it off now. Do we just keep going? This is like being in a work. It's like being in a workout, and like nobody's watching. Let's just quit. Right.
Yeah. Right.
Well, you got to exercise your muscle here. It's there's nothing to talk about, and it's the middle of summer. I will say that I'm going to try my very damnedest to get to an out-of-town game this year. And I don't know what you have planned. Can you pull up the schedule? That's what I need to see. If I had my phone with me.
Yeah, here,
let me pull up the schedule because I want to find out when they're playing in Vegas. Because I need to get down there for a Tommy Burger and a hockey game is what I need to do. When are they playing in?
The first Vegas game we play is a preseason on September 24th.
Preseason doesn't count. I don't fuck with preseason.
Okay, so
hockey.
Las Vegas, the next one looks like October or December 3rd.
What day of the week is it December 3rd?
Thursday. That's what sucks.
Yeah, you're going to have to take Friday off. Well, that being said,
month for me.
Yeah, because I think that's my plan. Is I need to get to Vegas, get the Tommy Burger, sit around at the sports book maybe for a little bit, have some gin tonics, and check my ass in over. Never been to the Vegas Golden Knights game before. It would be interesting to check it out. You had a detail for us?
Yeah, the first away game with them is November. It looks like it's November 11th. I have to correct myself before Big D corrects me.
Your notification. What day of the week is that one? What day of the week?
Wednesday.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's a crazy one, too, because it's a Wednesday, and then that following Thursday right after they play St. Louis here. It's a back-to-back.
Are you seeing them in Texas this year or no?
Nothing planned. I have nothing planned right now. I don't have a game to a ticket. I don't have anything.
Are you still going to try and get your way into the Winter Classic? Like, would you just going to see if something comes up? Because it's not actually the dumbest plan. Because oddly enough, things just seem to come up for you. It seems to.
Dude. I'm just gonna.
If anything's gonna pop up for somebody.
Well, and for a perfect example, so when we went to game 4, when in the playoffs, right? We paid $200 and something for that ticket, and the day of the game, that same ticket went for like $110. Post Malone, we bought our tickets for $130. Those tickets went down to $90, so we sold them 8 to 60 and moved like 40 rows up and just paid $100. So I'm looking at those prices. I'm like, it's going to fill up, but I'm just hoping that one of these Budweiser reps or someone's like, hey, John, I got 2 extra tickets and a parking pass. And so I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope that my connections and my friends will come through, or I can get a cheap ticket the week of, but I'm gonna try to be there, bro.
Well, we'll see what happens. Ultimately it is New Year's Eve, so get drunk at the bar, get drunk at home, whatever it is that you're gonna do. Look, dude, I have nothing else to say about hockey or sports in general. Long live rock and roll. We could probably kill the show now, don't you think?
Yeah. Thanks for everybody. If you listen to this, you guys are a true champ.
We got 60 seconds left to make it a 30-minute show.
Well, the intro will.
Oh, that's right. So we're there. All right, we're there. Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Don't forget to take care of yourself. We love you. Bye.